Hello everyone, today I want to talk about how to stop being scared and step into your power. So, this is so much easier said than done, especially in these times of such uncertainty, such tumultuous times, so much change going on. I know it's not easy to not be scared. And the way that you can overcome fear is to not resist it, is to accept when it bubbles up within your being. Because right now I've found and I've noticed and I've heard from other, spiritual teachers or other people that I look up to, is a time of purging, a time of bringing the darkness to light. And so you're going to get a lot of shadow work opportunities that are going to arise for you personally. And so especially this last month, particularly January and around even the holidays, I noticed for myself that I had unexplained feelings of fear, of uncertainty, of worry, of doubt, and they were so visceral in my body, like just coming up, and I was just like almost shaking because it was such a strong feeling of fear and heaviness. Did you guys feel the heaviness in your hearts lately, especially this past month? And that's you purging. That is you purging out old, dormant, dark emotions that need to come up, be accepted, be seen, brought to the light, and then released so that you can raise your vibration. Because right now we're getting a lot of light energy coming to earth, a lot of high vibration, and our beings need to match this vibration. So we need to purge out any dark that's keeping us lower, keeping us in a lower frequency. So this is very normal. So for you to step into your power, you have to understand that you can't just make fear disappear. That's not how it works. You have to understand that feeling fear, feeling doubt, feeling negative, maybe even allowing sometimes your ego to take over your mind and feed you these fearful thoughts, that's all very normal. That's all very a part of being a human being. The faster you accept and embrace that rather than try to resist it and just push it under the rug, the faster you're going to raise your frequency and you're going to allow yourself to let these old low frequency emotions go. Because all you really need to do in order to let a low frequency emotion go is to see it, recognize it, feel it, embrace it, and just be present with it. Feel the feeling. Don't try to resist it, and it will dissipate and dissolve on its own. And you might have to do this multiple times a day. I've had to do this multiple times a day where I just had a particularly heavy day and I was just kind of going through the motions, still trying to get my work done, but feeling this really heavy feeling on my heart chakra, and just taking moments just to be like this, literally breathe into the feeling, accept the feeling, and then I would feel it go away, and then it would come up again, and then the next day it was gone. It was gone. Sometimes these feelings are tied to old beliefs that you need to, first of all, acknowledge, realize that you had this belief, and then let it go. I had a huge breakthrough. I think last month, I'll give you an example, where I was like deathly scared of growing old and looking old and just not being, as looking the way I'm looking now. And I realized that it's because I tie so much of my identity to my physical appearance. And universe and spirit wants to remind me that I am not my body. Okay, that is not all of who I am. It's just a part of who I am for this human experience, but it's not who I am. That I needed to not be so attached to that. You could have a similar crisis where maybe you have a fear of going broke if you're rich, because that is the universe trying to show you that you are not your bank account. Okay, something similar like that. So this belief became obvious to me when I was feeling these feelings of fear. And then I also realized that there was a part of me that did not want me to shine. There's actually a part of my ego that was destructive and that was self-hating and that wanted to self-sabotage. So every time I got excited about sharing on YouTube, I would get these like negative self-talk in my head, like, who do you think you are? And I actually got a feeling of contempt. Okay, and then realize a lot of this is like subconscious and it's difficult to kind of sift through and understand. But once I really put my focus on attention on it, that's when I realized I actually have a part of my ego that was self-sabotaging, self-hating, and did not want to see me succeed. Okay, and I was actually able to face this part of my ego and to send love to it, send light to it. And just by me doing that simple thing of just simply acknowledging and recognizing that it's there, helped me overcome my fear of putting myself out there. And this is like all in stages. Sometimes for some people it happens in literally just like 2 minutes. But for me, I find that when I do inner shadow work, it's kind of like a very incremental process. So this was a huge breakthrough for me. Just realizing that I had that part of myself, that part of myself still existed and was still there and still poked its head up into my consciousness once in a while to kind of mess with me. So I'm working on facing this part of myself and on integrating this part of myself, because this is my shadow self. This is my dark side. So you might have similar experiences like this, and it's not a matter of fighting it. It's a matter of integrating it into your being, realizing that yes, you have this part of yourself that is very monstrous, that is very destructive. But you are a human being born into this reality of polarity, which is dark and light, and your job is to balance the dark and light, to accept the dark and light aspects of yourself, and to stand balanced in these energies. That is where you find your power. You not being scared and stepping into your power is accepting the fear, embracing the fear. I heard a talk from Will Smith once. He was explaining how he overcame fear, and that he said that once he made the mindset shift of, instead of running away from things that made him scared and avoiding things in life that made him scared, he instead pursued things that made him scared. He purposely sought out experiences that he was afraid of in order to overcome the feeling of fear. His life radically changed. Radically. Okay, a lot of the time, us going to the next level is just simply a matter of overcoming a simple fear, accepting the fear, embracing the fear, facing the fear, and then you can step into your power. So that is my biggest piece of advice, is instead of trying to resist, accept, embrace, and just take action to bring light into your life and to raise your frequency despite feeling afraid. Take the inspired action despite feelings of fear. Paint the picture despite feeling afraid of what other people will think. Just do it. Just do it, like the slogan says. And also, I want you to keep in mind that it's not like you can just do one day of shadow work and it's all gonna go away. I wish it was that easy, I really do. But the mind is so tricky, the ego is so tricky, it will just try to find other ways to make you feel afraid. And so you always have to be vigilant, guarding your peace, and always knowing that you are not gonna let fear overtake you. That you're going to face the fear, and that you're always going to be trying your best to stay in a state of faith, of strength, of knowing your power, not forgetting your power, of knowing that everything that lies before you is for your greater good, that remembering that you have protection around you from your beings, your guardian angels, remembering all these things, always keeping these things in the back of your mind, is going to help you to get through your days, especially the days where you do feel extraordinarily scared. I just want to let you know that I know how you feel, and that I feel this way too lots, and that so many people on earth are going through this too. You're not alone in this experience. You're not alone. Okay, I hope that this helped you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.